Hello everyone, my name is Kid Lee and welcome to Game Update 5.4. In this video we're going to take a look at the brand new vendors that just got put into the game. Now before we do that, there are some of you out there who have criticized me for not being tough enough on BioWare when they have either made mistakes or perhaps not done things that are in the interest of the players. Well, you'll definitely want to pay attention to this video as we take a look at these two vendors, because I've got some very strong things that I want to convey to everyone regarding these vendors. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take a look at vendor number 1, which is this guy. You click on him, and he basically just has a bunch of crafting stuff. And you know what? I'm totally fine with that. You can see that they take 4 of the new currency, which is the Alliance Recon data, and then some money. Again, more patterns, new patterns, whatever. I'm totally fine with that. The issue that I have is with vendor number 2. Now, before we get too crazy, let's actually go over all of the items that are in this vendor. The first one, and perhaps the most important one here, is the invitation to the trade quarters. You actually need to get this to then unlock the area where you can get access to the new train stronghold. I am totally okay with this as well. I know there are some people who are very against this. They think that acquiring the next stronghold should be identical to how the other ones have been done. But like I said, I'm actually okay with this. I am okay with BioWare doing variation and variety, making interesting ways to get different items in the game. So in addition to that, we do have a mount. We'll go ahead and take a look at it here. It almost looks like a pterodactyl with its wings cut off and it's on the ground. I guess if you're into the weird creatures, that one's okay. And then we have got a set of armor. We'll take a look at it here real quick. Set of armor. Now, when it comes to armor, everybody has their own opinions on what looks cool and what does not look cool. This, in my opinion, is very mediocre. I don't like... The chest is the biggest issue that I have. The rest of it's okay. I kind of like the boots, kind of like the pants, kind of like the helmet. Kind of like the, you know, the gloves and all that. Those are pretty nice. But overall, I think it's a very mediocre piece. The chest in particular just really throws it off for me. And then the last item on this vendor was a crafting resource. And again, I've got no issue with that. But that is it. 1 mount, 1 crafting resource, 1 set of armor, and then the trading quarter invite. So 4 things on this new vendor. Alright, now here's where my rant starts. They designed this entire event. They introduced a new currency into the game because they want us grinding this. And grinding this and grinding this to get this new currency to then come to this vendor and buy cool stuff. There is really not a lot of cool stuff here. The complete lack of stuff on this vendor is unacceptable. But of course, they have no issues throwing more cartel packs at us, which they're going to be doing here in a couple days. We're getting a new one. This vendor, at a bare minimum, should have 3 to 4, or maybe even 5 full sets of armor. Pretty much, I mean, we haven't even seen it yet, whatever this new pack is going to be. But whatever is in this new pack, all of that should be on this vendor. All of it. But this vendor should have 3 to 5 sets of armor that are themed to the Flashpoint. We should have somewhere between 2 to 4 mounts. We should have a weapon flare. Or a weapon... What do they even call them things? My mind is escaping me, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Actually, if I go to my weapon real quick, my mind is just drawing a blank. A weapon tuning. They should have at least 1 weapon tuning on here. They should have a flare on here. The bottom line is they should have more cool stuff, because that is what these MMOs are all about. If you go to what the baseline is of an MMO, it's all about leveling your character, enjoying yourself, getting cool loot, and that is what it's all about. So they take all this time to put in this update, and there's just not a lot of cool loot, and the grind is, and what you're doing is just, it's not there. It's just not there. I don't understand why they would throw in this new currency and then really there's nothing to buy. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. So, I don't know if there's much more I can say on it. Like I said, this vendor should have a lot more stuff. The cool stuff that is getting put in the cartel market, they've got to put more of that into the game. When they added the Tithe lightsaber on Tithe, when they did that, I thought they were finally going to take a step in the right direction when it comes to this stuff. But it kind of appears not. This vendor is just terrible, in my opinion. Absolutely terrible. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you wanted to see what was on the two new vendors, that's all we got. That's all we got. Just a couple items, and of course the crafting patterns, again, which I said was alright. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. But that'll go ahead and do it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.